Hello, Commanders fans. Today, we have some hot news you can't miss. So get ready because there's a lot of important information coming your way. Before we begin, we'd like to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the latest news about our Washington Commanders. Don't forget to leave a like, which really strengthens our community and helps bring this content to the team's most passionate fans. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. Why the Commanders still need Zach Ertz to succeed. Washington Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels relied heavily on tight end Zach Ertz in his rookie season. Not much is expected to change in his second year, as Ertz was named Daniels' primary backup for next season by CBS Sports writer Cody Benjamin. Have you forgotten that Ertz is still playing well? Durability is a significant concern now that he's approaching 35. He's certainly not the open field player he was as a star with the Philadelphia Eagles, Benjamin wrote. But we don't talk enough about how much the veteran contributed to Daniels' Offensive Rookie of the Year campaign, securing nearly 73% of his targets, trailing only Terry McLaurin in total receptions. With McLaurin's status in doubt and the backfield in flux, it's quite possible Daniels will immediately return to his trusted base, at least to kick off his second year. Ertz still important to the Commanders. Ertz, 34, caught 66 passes for 654 yards and 7 touchdowns with the Commanders in 2024, marking his best season since 2019, when he was with NFC East rival Philadelphia Eagles. A big motivator for Ertz is his ability to win a Super Bowl with the Commanders, so he's back hoping the team can continue its upward trajectory. I think it's very rare to have the success we had last year and have the entire coaching staff stay the same, says Washington tight end Zack Ertz. But ultimately, we're very fortunate as players to be in the same system for a second year. With that familiarity comes the ability to develop a greater understanding of the offense. This should allow everyone to connect on a different level than last year, which could mean the Commanders have the potential to be even better than they were in 2024. Ertz and the Commanders play their final preseason game against the Baltimore Ravens tomorrow at noon Eastern Time. Washington Commanders agree to trade Brian Robinson Jr. to San Francisco 49ers. Hey Commanders fans, one of the most talked about stories of recent days has finally come to a conclusion. Running back Brian Robinson Jr., a key player in Washington's backfield in recent seasons, is leaving the capital city. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Commanders have reached an agreement to send Robinson to the San Francisco 49ers in exchange for a 6th-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The player is already en route to California for medical examinations. The final step before the trade is official. If he passes the tests, the deal will be finalized. Trade context. Robinson, selected in the 3rd round of the 2022 NFL Draft, had been a solid option in Washington's offense. Over the past 3 years, he has established himself as one of the top players in the backfield, especially due to his versatility and ability to contribute in both the running and passing game. Despite this, with the arrival of new reinforcements and the depth of the current roster, the team's management opted for a strategic decision. Another factor that weighed heavily was the contract situation. Robinson is about to become a free agent at the end of the season, which could lead to his departure without any return for the franchise. The signs of his departure had been clear in recent days. The running back did not participate in the preseason game against the Cincinnati Bengals and was also excused from some practices while the management decided his future. Impact for the 49ers and the Commanders. In San Francisco, Robinson is unlikely to assume the starting role, as that position is firmly in the hands of Christian McCaffrey, one of the best players in the NFL. However, he will have the chance to complement the offense and establish himself as an important rotational piece for the 49ers' offensive system. On the other hand, the Commanders will continue with veteran Austin Ekeler, recently arrived to be the main point guard in the backfield, as well as Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, who should gain more space in the rotation. Another important detail, even with the trade, Washington will cover part of Robinson's salary this season. According to insider Mike Garafolo, Brian Robinson Jr.'s departure marks the end of a cycle in Washington, but it also opens up space for the team to pursue its restructuring plan under Dan Quinn. For fans, it will be remembered as a running back who proved consistent and helped keep the offense competitive during years of instability. For the Washington Commanders, success going forward could mean not selecting a player early in the first round for an extended period. It's something both the franchise and the fan base would likely welcome. That doesn't mean the Commanders can't hit home runs in the NFL draft, especially in the first round. That will primarily mean building a foundation around superstar quarterback and 2024 second overall pick Jayden Daniels. The Commanders demonstrated their inclination to do so in 2025 when they drafted Oregon offensive tackle Josh Connerly at number 29 overall, and he already looks like a ready-to-go starter. ESPN's Field Yates predicts the Commanders will continue to build around Daniels in the first round of the 2026 NFL Draft, albeit in slightly less impressive fashion, with Alabama wide receiver Jeremy Bernard at number 25 overall. The 6'1", 205-pound Bernard led the Crimson Tide with 50 receptions in 2024 and 794 receiving yards, but he scored just one touchdown and has only 3 touchdowns in his first 3 college seasons. While a breakout season could be on the cards for Bernard in 2025, this is considered an underachievement when considering projected first-round picks. Terry McLaurin's contract situation heightens the Commanders' significant need for a wide receiver. Yates wrote on August 20th, Deebo Samuel should provide a boost this season, but he's set to become a free agent in March. Jayden Daniels needs players with playmaking potential. Bernard led Alabama in receptions 50 last season, but it still looks like a breakout year is ahead. This could be a productive season for the 6'1" speedster. He had a catch of at least 20 yards in 10 separate games last season, en route to 794 receiving yards. Watching for potential red flags for Bernard. Even in the current nil era of college football, where players seem to bounce from school to school on a whim, Bernard's move should be considered a red flag. The Las Vegas native began his college career at Michigan State in 2022, played for Washington in 2023, and transferred to Alabama for the 2024 season, and performed averagely in his first 2 stops, if not all 3. When Bernard moved from Washington to Alabama, he followed Washington head coach Kalen DeBoer, who left the Huskies to take the job in Tuscaloosa after leading his team to a second-place finish in the college football playoffs. The Las Vegas native quickly entered the transfer portal after Kalen DeBoer was hired as the Crimson Tide's new head coach, wrote 247 Sports' Cody Goodwin in August 2024. His reasons for following DeBoer were simple